Hello, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
What?
I'm kidding. We're still here.
Holy. All right.
I'm going downtown, I'm gonna have myself time.
Talk about South Park.
Yeah, episode 2 of our South Park review.
Oh,
I didn't
what
mean
is
to
the name of this
rhyme.
episode? I knew it and I forgot. Whatever. It'll be in the title.
It's Skank Hunt.
That's right. It's
all
Skank
about,
Hunt.
It's all about Skank.
It's all about Skank Hunt 42.
Oh my god.
Which means
Alright,
he got rid of Skank Hunt 1 through 41. He's the 42nd
That's not how the
Skank
internet
Hunt.
works. I can tell you that right now.
I don't believe you.
No. Anyways, okay, so yeah, there's our second bit of the South Park review, and
I
yeah,
love
this last episode.
I fucking love
This last episode really did a lot. This is probably some of my favorite things I've ever seen done in South Park, and I admit I missed the past like 2 or 3 seasons.
You need to watch last season.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I probably should, but the simple fact that so I can catch
There's
up.
continuity.
It's not that it's really hard to follow. I mean, I
Right.
get what they're. It's all based on pop culture things, so it's not
Right.
like as long as you know what's going on in the news.
I
you
love
kind of forget.
that they tackle really like depressing shit and make it hysterical for some fucking reason.
I mean, it's one of those things. I said it the last one. I'll say it again. South Park is probably some of the best satire. I mean, if you can stick around for it, I understand that it's not everyone's taste, but everyone should at least acknowledge the fact that it is covering some very things and doing some very smart ways of how
it's
it's
such smart comedy for how stupid comedy is.
Yeah, I mean, all of it is like really stupid things, but the way they present
it's
it
so
and what they're
smart.
talking about is usually just like, did I just have like politics explained to me with a
Did I just
joke?
watch a little girl kill herself by quitting Twitter?
Oh my!
Is that what just happened?
That was what that is probably my favorite South Park thing.
Oh my God.
I've left social media as a form of suicide. Like, for a second I thought I was like, holy crap!
You guys are fucking geniuses. I love you.
When they first did it, I wasn't quite sure exactly where they were going. I thought I was like, holy crap! Are they really going to get dark with it? Then I was like, nah, she just threw her phone in there.
Yeah.
But the reaction to that was
and the
actually
way that like they set it up, they build it up like you're about to watch
Like,
a suicide, and it's like
if this had been live action, this could be the ending to a really twisted, really dark and depressing drama film.
Mm-hmm.
Like they set the camera angles and all stuff. Like they had cinematography. in South Park
sad
episodes.
music playing in the background. She's like checking her phone, and people are like bullying her, and she
Like
walks
crying,
over to the edge.
and the
of
camera
the single tear, and then the camera pans up, and you just hear splash.
pans up to the skies. You hear the splash in the water. You're like, holy crap! That was actually a beautiful scene.
It was so beautifully shot.
But then afterwards, they bring the fact that she comes back to school and like, oh,
You didn't
what
hear
happened?
about Stacy?
Oh my
she
God.
quit Twitter.
No, she'll be back. No, man, she threw the phone in the river. It's gone.
She's gone.
I was like, oh.
Meanwhile, she walks past them in the
like,
hallway,
she
just
walks
like looking
past them. She's
sad.
like, they have a eulogy.
Oh.
Where she's sitting there in the front row where they're saying, man, we'll never know what she's doing. We'll never know what she's going to be about. And everyone's crying, having
crying and like
she's
tweeting.
right there. But because she's not on
And they have the one kid who's like, I swear I'm gonna quit social media.
God.
I'm gonna quit Twitter. The world would be a better place without me on Twitter.
I felt actually really bad for laughing at that one particularly because
I know.
Again, it's like I've seen they're touching on a very serious issue that I really consider is that suicide is a really big thing, and yet South Park was able to make me laugh without making me feel like they were demonizing suicide or doing anything like. They weren't trying to strike down suicide.
I think what they're more
They're
doing,
showing the hypocrisy and idiocy of social media and a lot of things. They're just showing it in a overly dramatic fashion.
It's more of
It's a vehicle.
It's like a play on people who take social media very seriously.
Oh, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like their whole life.
Yeah.
And that when they quit it, it's like, oh no, they just killed themselves.
Yeah. It's where people get so wrapped up in this sort of thing.
I can understand how people could like take it the wrong way and be like they're making fun of suicide. What is this? But at the
But
same
again,
time, I'm like,
at this
fuck
point,
that person. This is funny.
At this point, honestly, if you ever go and watch South Park, you really need to go in it with the mindset of you can't go in there with a sensitive mindset. If you get offended at things, you will get offended with South Park. That's the point. They're doing offensive things. The point is that they do the offensive things to get your attention, and then use those offensive things in bizarre ways to show commentary.
Right.
So like the idea of well, it's a suicide thing. They did the suicide thing, which is obviously it's a gripping thing. You know, it gets your attention. But they do it with social media to make you really think like, God, social media. I mean,
And it's kind of like it makes you
all
think
the
like, oh my
conflict-
god,
all the conflict they're building up
social
with
media
this
is life.
with this new person, you know, with Skank Hunt 42 terrorizing everyone on the
Oh my god.
on the internet. It's this big example of just like you can just turn it off.
The scene,
Just walk away.
The scene where they go, and I love what they're doing with Skank Hunt, by the way. But the scene where like
I still can't believe it's just
the scene where they like plan to murder Cartman.
oh.
And then they get there and they're like, no, you guys are gonna break all my stuff, so I can't get online anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew that.
And like he starts like screaming like they're actually murdering him. I was like, oh my god.
That was what here. Yeah,
This is hysterical.
that was once again a very
Oh my
well set up scene. 'Cause
God.
like I said, if this is a drama, if this is all stuff, you might think they're gonna
Right.
kill him. And up to the point, even when Carmen said, "I'm gonna break all their stuff," I'm just like, I don't think so, Carmen.
I was
gonna
like,
fucking kill you.
This is funny, but it's weirdly disturbing, and I don't
Yeah.
feel like I should be looking at this.
The fact that Carmen also like faints afterward, like he's like crawling away, like, and then they go right to the whole patting the grave. It's like
oh my god.
it was perfect. It looked just like a horror murder scene.
Oh, that's so awesome.
But it was so stupid. It's just they do this whole big setup just to break Cartman's all of his electronics so he can't get online because they think he's still Skank Hunt 42. Turns out it's fucking Kyle's dad.
Kyle's dad. And I love what
It's-
they're doing with him. They're playing with the like don't feed the troll thing.
Yeah.
Because like literally, he's getting more and more like dangerous. The more people are like paying
Yeah.
attention to him. Like they're
He's
putting
on
up all
the
the
news
danger signs. He's on the news
they're
now.
all talking
People are
about
like,
it. And of course he's getting off to this because it's like that's the whole thing he started for. It's attention.
It's attention.
He did it at first probably just because for a hoot because he was, you know, he's just the quiet guy there.
Right.
But now he's feeding off and everything. And I actually love the scene. It was actually a really like wonderful scene of when he was doing that whole happy montage. We just went out and was like,
Where he's like,
everything's
no problem,
fine.
everything's happy.
Everything's fine.
Because it's like he weirdly has like an outlet now.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
it's just real. It's like all of us, all the anger in the world is just because we don't fucking like vent somewhere.
Right.
And that's actually a beautiful commentary as well.
It's a beautiful commentary of like the only place that some people can actually vent is online. And it weirdly, it's like,
that perfect. I mean,
oh my god, trolls are kind of making sense to me now.
Yeah, I mean, you have that idea of
To a degree.
Well, I still think that there's troubles with the idea, but the fact of the matter is that when you look at it, our society gets so wrapped up in things because we have so much media outlets that we forget to just kind of sit back and enjoy the things that are happening and have things in moderation. Moderation just doesn't really exist in our society. Like, we binge so many things. We binge TV shows, we binge movies, we binge video games, anything. It's all like constantly consuming. That's not really how to live a good life. It can it stresses you out because suddenly when you have other things you need to do, like you take up too much of your free time, you don't get things done, so on and so on. It's a big problem. And showing the fact that because he now has an outlet to kind of vent his frustration, he can go about his life perfectly fine. That says a lot. And that was actually a wonderful scene. Like, he was literally dancing in the street,
Yeah.
being happy while everyone else is all grumpy and whatever. And it's just like, despite the fact that he's doing these tasteless things, I mean, stupid. He was also like again South Park,
He's like
like blowing this out.
photoshopping dicks into
Yeah,
people's mouths.
blowing this out of proportion. This whole has like poor Photoshop skills of like putting like pictures
Yeah.
of dicks in people's mouths. Like, And also love when the one guy was it on the camp? He's one of the campaign trail workers. Where he's just like, oh, this guy, posted a picture of me. He photoshopped a dick in my mouth.
Yeah.
And they're all like, just let it go. How can I? And he's like,
yeah,
buddy, turn it off.
turn it off.
You can't.
That's how you do it.
And it's like, oh wow, that's too spooky. Too spooky.
It's too fucking real. Oh my god.
It
This is why I love the show, though. It does this shit to you where you're like, I shouldn't laugh at this.
I can't
but
deny
it's
the power
funny.
of this show.
It's so funny,
And
but it's so awful.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, yeah, like this show does the stupidest thing. It's basically the equivalent of like, what if a 5-year-old like had an understanding of pop culture, and knew what to say, but still talked like a 5-year-old.
Like, they boil everything down to like the bare basics, and they say they put it in your face, and they're like, this is what life is, and it's like,
or like, here's the stupidity of pop culture, A, B, and C.
Here's why A, B, C, and D aren't as cool as you think they are, and like, here's why fucking Caitlyn Jenner isn't as cool as you think she is, or here's
I still can't get over the Caitlyn Jenner. The fact that she looks like she's part stroke victim.
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
oh god, this is so horribly in taste, but. I mean, it's South Park. You really
I
can...
have to say, the moment that broke me the most was the ending.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, it felt like Godfather meets like every fantasy,
so
turn of the tide.
Awesome.
It's like
the fucking girls at the school, they decide, okay,
enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
It's like,
we're gonna retaliate against the boys.
By breaking up with every
breaking up with all of their boyfriends.
Down to the preschool kid. I love the preschool kid where he's just like, I break you. And he's like,
I break you. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It was,
and it's all like slow mo, set to like this choir fucking sad ass music.
It
has to be from something.
Oh yeah,
but I don't know what
it felt like. It felt like like Lord of the Rings when Boromir died, or like those kind of moments.
And
which
like
have
you
been
just see
so many
like
movies.
The hallway with like all of the boys like crying on the floor.
Stan was walking through them
with just the notes around them.
There was a kid with the note on fire, like running around.
Yeah, he's running around.
He's like, holy crap! And then I forget the girl's name. Wendy comes up and delivers her note, and Stan has that same look, like they did the exact same shot as if she came up and shot him. Like it's
as if they all just like shot everybody.
Like when you think the hero had made it out alive, he gets to the very end and then finally gets killed, and you're just like, no. I felt like I was watching the Red Wedding again.
It was so overly dramatic, and I was like, yes,
why
all of this?
But it was so perfect.
It's perfect,
and they ended on that, and I love how like when they cut the credits, the song was still going, so it felt like a Game of Thrones episode.
Right.
I think what they're emulating, like the Game of Thrones, the fantasy archetype, that kind of idea that the whole heroes lose and everyone dies, that slow-mo, the village is burning kind of scene.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing, and it was beautiful. Like, you think there's all this retaliation, it's like they just broke up with all their boyfriends.
Coupled with their realization that like
Cartman
we killed Cartman for nothing.
Yeah, like, and Cartman's dead to them because he doesn't have any social.
He's just like mindlessly walking down the hallway, like.
Yeah, so I was like, my God, what have we done? It can't be undone. Da, da, da. It's like, what am I watching?
It was.
Oh, jeez.
I fucking love this show. It's amazing.
And I have to admit, like, there's been plenty of times where South Park where South Park has missed, and they really just haven't been all that great in a few seasons through the years. But I've always heard that they have plenty of moments through the years. This one just feels like they're hitting home runs again and again. Like these 2 episodes here have just felt amazingly on point for what they're trying to do.
That was last season for me too. I was like, all of this is fucking on point. I love it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if there was, because I've just from the bits I've had over the years, like way back, like the first 10 seasons, they've had It's been up and down, and usually just considered it's crass humor or whatever, just swept on the rug. But they have hit those things. But I think they never really they talked about certain things, like when they did the Tom Cruise Scientology episode. Like they got a lot of attention from that, to the point where the Scientologists actually followed them, Trey and Matt, and found nothing. And which was the best part. It's like these guys write probably the most crass humor and most debauchery filled show on TV. They're normal fucking guys. They don't do shit. No, they're boring as hell.
They're like the coolest fucking most chill people.
Yeah, they just don't do anything. They don't do anything to incriminate. How does that work?
They spend all of their time making this.
Yeah, they're too busy. Like they do this so close to the deadline.
Right.
They just crank this out like so fast.
They crank everyone out.
That's what I think boggles my mind. I'm just like they probably planned a few things.
It's probably like they
Skank,
planned for the season.
Yeah, the Skank Hunt thing is probably something that's been in the works for a while.
But they make
because
every episode in 6 days.
Yeah, but every episode, so they can make sure they add in the most recent topics. If something big comes out, like the Kaepernick thing, they can add it in right away. Mm-hmm. Which is genius, because that's when you're satirizing pop culture, you need to be on top of pop culture, because if you reference something a few months ago, no one cares.
Yeah.
I mean, both,
especially
whether it's
today
satire or not, like.
Especially today, where like yesterday's news is old news.
Which, considering it goes mile a minute, like literally a news story could come up and go for like 2 days tops, and it's gone. And
like
you never
the window
hear it
for news stories is 24 hours, and then you're done.
It is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But they keep on it so well.
Yeah.
In addition to making, I think that's straight. They just accepted the fact that they are straight satire. They're not making characters. They're making events. They're making things to talk about, and they're spoofing and satirizing everything. So don't have to worry about characters.
They also have 20 seasons already of characters.
Yeah, they
that
have this
already
down.
been pretty much
like exactly, like you know exactly what Cartman's gonna do every time. Like even when they do the twists on him,
except
like,
for now, where he doesn't do what you thought.
But he still is.
But he's
Cartman
still Cartman, right? Exactly.
All his mannerisms, all his lines. Like they could probably write Cartman and Kyle's lines like in their sleep, because they know exactly how they talk. They know exactly how they
PC
act.
Principal's new though, and I love him.
I still keep looking at him, and he looks exactly like how the James Hetfield, the lead singer of Metallica, looks like. It's the glasses, and I can't stop picturing that. And I'm expecting him to start belching out.
That's another reason you need to watch
like,
season 19. There's a whole PC fraternity that he's part of.
Oh, is that
in season 19?
Okay, I think I've seen of that, because it's the PC Bros go like basically doing the jock version of PC gaming.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
No, not PC gaming.
PC.
Political correctness.
Right.
So it's like
I just keep saying PC over it. My nerd friend was like PC gaming. No,
yeah.
Okay.
No. They.
That's even worse.
It's just a fraternity of people who continually check white people's privileges. It's amazing.
Sounds delightfully stupid. I don't know what else to say other than the fact that this is just been.
This is amazing. So we will continue to do these. So stay tuned. Anything we need to plug before we finish?
I think we've plugged pretty much everything. And that also might be the fact that I'm kind of out of it. It's fine.
I mean, we've talked about Eclipse Pop Culture, who we've partnered with. Links to them in the description. We have more of these happening. We are doing TV logs for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., for American Horror Story, for Star Wars Rebels. We might be doing The Flash.
Cooper and I at least are doing The Flash. We're trying to rope Connor in, but he doesn't care. So anyone who likes The Flash, boo Connor.
I have 1,600 hours or 1,600 minutes of Flash to watch before the new season in like a week.
It's about a speedster. Watch it quickly.
I can't make time go faster, Dan. Anyway, point is, I'm a busy bee and can't watch the show. So,
Lordy. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to watch this ramble, because we'd love to do that. Do you agree with the fact that South Park was probably the most brilliant commentary on current social media?
Best show ever.
Yes, no, maybe. Comment, tell us. I would love to hear it. I mean, you'd be as surprised as I am as to find that South Park being this well written and this well.
I hope Tweak X Craig comes back.
just so you can get all the hits.
Shut up.
I still don't know.
That's definitely not the reason.
Yeah, totally not. Anyway,
The video's
so
fucking 10,000 views. Why?
I don't know. Probably one guy just couldn't.
It's one guy watching it 10,000 times.
He really likes you.
Oh.
Anyways, all right. So thank you all for checking in. This has been an interesting trip down there. I'm still getting used to the TV vlogs thing because I keep expecting to talk for like hours on end about everything. There's just less there because it's an episode and it's not finished. I think that's what's getting me. Like I'm noticing with American Horror Story and Agents of Shield, I'm just like I don't know what's gonna happen next, so
we'll
I can't
have to
talk
see
about
how
it
it goes on and see what happens.
So yeah.
And
So
then do a wrap-up video. At the
till
end
next
talk about
time.
it all.
Keep an eye out. We'll keep you entertained.
Yeah.
All right. Farewell.